couple other things. Matt.
Out sleeping. Can't blame him there, right?
Oh, well.
That was a good one, Charles.
I got something for that cold.
There you go. I wouldn't say it's cold, though. I would say it's a flu. Doesn't sound like a cold. You got the itchy throat. That's a flu.
Alright.
Don't worry, they'll call it COVID, whether it is or it isn't. Because on this particular piece of land, planting canola, it will run out about 60 units, 60 liters short of finishing the field. So I do one row and then I hold off again. Well, I'm gonna have to hold off till the plow gets a little bit more ahead. Else I'll catch up to it too quick.
There we go. Got that right in. Last pass on the beets.
Taters!
Beets.
Taters, man. I said taters.
And I said beets. But the next field over is taters.
Beets.
I knew you was gonna do that. That's why I just said what I said.
Check my prices. So I can sell soy, and I'm picking up some soy this time too. But that's it. I can only sell some soy.
Alright, I got a truck over here. Cool. Zoom in. Let's get in the truck. Good morning, how are you today?
I've been better. You always love it when it starts out that way, because you know,
yeah.
Oh God, I ran into a hypochondriac. Here we go. Just what I needed today. I've been better. I'm gonna have to loosen up my schedule. I could be here a while.
Alright. You got the link.
May as well follow it all the way up this time, because I've only got less than 2 passes left. I mean, I got one full pass and then a partial one.
Ah, he didn't leave that pipe out. Okay, I guess I'll have to put it out.
Here comes my... Nobody knows the plowing I've seen.
Hey Tyler, how are you doing on this beautiful morning? Aha. Yeah. I can see that. Where?
Alright, almost 40,000 liters. There we go, 40,000 liters so far.
What is up with that? Oh, my phone is really running ragged.
Right on the edge of dying.
I don't know, it's buffering like crazy.
Yeah. I think the next phone I'm going to buy is going to be a Linux phone. It's all open source, no closed source. The good thing about open source, one of the good things is your phone battery lasts a lot longer.
Right.
2-3 days. A whole lot longer. You know? And the other thing is, it's all open source. 100%. The only thing is, I won't be able to type back on YouTube and stuff like that. I'll have YouTube issues on the phone, but that's why I got a PS4. I don't need my phone for YouTube. I don't use it for that.
Yep, I painted this thing purple. One of my favorite colors.
Yeah, you're telling me your harvester?
Yep. Beet harvester.
Nice. I think I'm stuck in 17 with the color they give me. Not 100% positive of that, but I'm pretty sure. I think the beet harvester is red, and that's what color it is, red.
They say they're red, but I think they look purple to me.
Yeah, well, I can't help it if you're colorblind, man. That ain't my fault.
I'm not colorblind. Hey, Lion. How you doing?
You think that at 17 they're purple. You definitely have some colorblindness happening. I used to have a metallic green Cadillac. It was like a light, little bit, you know, a light green that was metallic.
Yeah.
And anyone that was colorblind thought it was gold, so I could tell whoever was colorblind when they told me what color they thought my car was. And I would tell them, look on the paperwork. It says right there, sea mist green. It's green. It's not gold, it's green.
That's good to hear.
Wah, wah, wah. One more field and a new harvester.
Let's find a shed to park this in. Now I got it all repaired and cleaned up and shiny.
I wonder if Tiny's gonna come by tonight.
Might help if I fold my harvester so I can get through the door. There we go. Alright. See what I need to do. I know those taters aren't ready.
Don't taters take 4 cycles instead of 3?
4 cycles of what?
Cycle. You know how, like, how crop rotates?
Yeah. I know what you're talking about now.
One extra. I think it takes 1 extra for taters. Also, I think with corn and taters, you have to plow your field immediately afterwards.
And beets. You gotta plow your fields
and
also.
Beets too?
Yeah, and the beets. Okay. Sugarcane must be ready. No. Donnie! Long time no see.
That's way better since I cleared that out. Glad I cleared that out of there. Last field before a new harvester.
Alright. That needs fertilizer and that needs fertilizer. Probably needs to be planted too. Yep, needs planted. Alright, now I know where I'm at. Find my manure spreader. Close enough. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Let's finish this field up first.
Looks like that sow is going to catch up to my plow.
Oh, come on. There we go.
No, maybe not. Yeah, I got a full load of canola. Where am I going?
You're
Wrong
going
way,
around and
Jose.
round and round and round and round, no, and you have no clue where you're going.
I was definitely going the wrong way. Didn't have to worry about that none. That was a fact.
Pretty much, pretty much, pretty much. I woke up a little bit ago. I had some supper tonight, and I was out like a light. About 11:45, I woke up. I said, "Oh no, I'm running late."
It's not 11:45. Oh, you're on Eastern time.
Yeah, it's after
So
12
it's not even
now. It's after
11:12 yet.
it's after 12 now.
Boy, this is gonna be close. I think that solar's gonna catch up, but
All right. What field was that? That was field 11. Do I have anything planted in field 11? Duck. Oh, you won't be able to duck under that? Okay. Not saying I got a thing planted in here. 100% fertilized? Okay. Let's get something planted in here. I couldn't stop laughing, Donnie. I bet he really did a masterpiece on that one. Flying all over the map like that. If you want to get a good laughter, just watch some of his videos.
still 2 more rows.
I got about 4 of them to send up the pike here in a little bit. What's this? Phantom seeds, okay. Alright, soybeans are ready. Canola is not ready. Let's check these fruit trees out real quick. Grades I sent through tonight. Okay. 80 and 81%. He says we're not going to, but it would be recommended. It's not required, but recommended. poplar is ready. Finally. You know where I'm headed. To the poplar field, where everybody is poplar.
Everybody's poplar. And don't poplar forget it.
Take a look and see if I need to fertilize anything. Yeah, I do. I don't know why I didn't fertilize these fields. It says 100% fertilized. Why is it not showing up? That's weird.
A ton may have been a difference here.
That is so weird. Showing harvested and oh, well, duh. Here's your sign. Charles, wake up. Oh man, it's gonna be one of those days, I can tell already.
It's great getting old, isn't it?
Yeah. I got cheese. Yep, something like that. The moo-moos are doing the moo-moo thing. Ah, okay, I got a little bit to clean up there. And boom. Manure! Yay!
I haven't seen anybody that happy to have manure in quite a while.
Well, it's a crappy situation.
Well, just don't feel like you've been shit on.
Oh my. My trees are growing. Yay.
Yay.
Well, I hate to tell you, Donnie, if it's green and mean, take it over for a ride. Red is dead.
Guy here says if it's red, I leave it in the shed. I like Case though.
I like all brands. It doesn't matter what it is. They all do the same purpose. They get the plant. They plant.
I'm not bailing,
harvest.
Keep it on. Come on, let's hear it. Spit it out. I'm not helping.
There. You can. They all do the same thing. As they farm, they plant and harvest all the time. It doesn't matter what color it is. It can be pink for all I care. Speaking of pink, I think I'll make my potato harvester pink.
Oh my gosh. No. Bearers.
Oh, yeah, because I got one that says I can paint it any color I want.
Yeah?
And there you are, pink.
I bet you can't paint it any color you want.
Put fat wheels on it, too.
You really want to stand out in the crowd.
Why not?
I don't know. I'm just saying you really want to.
I gotta get a cup of hot coffee while he's spreading manure around. And then I'll collect my potato harvester. Oh, you are hot.
I said to my wife the other day, why aren't you hot?
Ooh. I'm enjoying my coffee. Man, and it tastes like an almond joy in my coffee.
Yep.
Yep.
Don't worry about it. Tomorrow it'll be chicken broth. I hope not, Charles. I hope I'm just teasing you, man.
You
Tomorrow
are.
wake up not feeling good, man. I'm gonna get my butt whooped. You're gonna drive here to Alabama just to hurt me.
Alright. I do have a forage harvester here somewhere. Leastways I thought I did. There you are.
Oh, I better quick save. It's been almost an hour and I haven't saved. That would have bet.
I don't
Right back
need
where it
that.
started. Hey, how much did you accomplish the other day, El Squato? What are we gonna do tonight, Pinky? Same thing we do every night. Play Farming Simulator and forget to save the game.
Alright. Need to go to the shop. Get this special header that I need.
Where am I taking that to? Oh, vegetable. Oh, that's the one that's way over there, isn't it? Yep, the one that I can barely get into.
And while I'm at it. Where's the trailer that you're supposed to have? Well, we'll collect that when we come back. Yep, that potato harvester is pink. Pink for breast awareness. Breast cancer. All cancers.
Yeah, okay, whatever. Whatever. Now I'm getting itchy because I want to go get my new harvester.
No, I'm not mistaken. We should be able to put poplar in this thing too.
Then I need to save money. So I need a second harvester for the other
Let's
side
make
of the
sure.
map. I need a second harvester, a silo, and 2 tractors, and another
Yep,
DC9,
wood chips. Cool.
and another plow.
The birds are noisy this morning.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's because it's winter, bro. There's more of them. They're moving south.
Is that what that is?
Yeah. Only us old people know that, though. Probably have enough in there to pick it all up, but may as well make sure.
Ah, they got some wood chips off of this field. And away we go. Yeah, it would be nice to see more wildlife in the game. Like pheasants, grouse, turkeys, deer. Maybe a bear or two. Mountain lion. Elk. Buffalo. Bison. That's one.
Elephants. Eels.
Depending on what area you're in, what map you're on.
There's a couple things I would bring into it. I would bring in fishing.
That would be cool.
Or anything else. But I would also bring in speeding tickets, unnecessary taxes, unnecessary.
They got property tax, a property tax sign that you can put down.
No, I mean like, you know, I don't know. Never mind. Just surprise taxes, like the government decided to
I know what
this and that.
I know what you're talking about now.
Unnecessary taxes.
Off the wall
Yeah.
taxes.
All of a sudden they hit you with property gains tax or something like that, your property value. Or intangible taxes where they tax you on all your friggin' equipment 1 year.
Wow.
North Carolina looks like a cheap state to live in until you realize they have intangible taxes. It's a little itty bitty thing they don't bother to tell you. Makes it the 6th most expensive state to live in because of the intangible taxes. Get ready for an intangible tax. You know what that is, Charles? You know that painting you got hanging behind your couch? That's taxable. On your chest over there? That's taxable every year.
That's
Intangible taxes, anything that's like a knick-knack. Anything that's not like a toaster or a couch. Television, oh yeah, that's taxable.
I've already paid taxes on my TV. I'm not paying
Oh no,
taxes
intangible
again.
taxes you get to pay every year.
Bull crap. They can't
yeah, no,
do
you
that.
don't like that, huh? Oh yes, they
do.
can, they do. It's called intangible tax, that's exactly what it is. You need to look that one up, that one's a lot of fun.
It's bad enough that you gotta pay an intangible tax on a vehicle in certain states. Now, when you're talking about personal property,
personal property.
No.
Yep, certainly. Florida used to have it for businesses. If I had a picture hanging on the wall or a fake plant or anything like that, every year I'd have to pay tax on it. But they did away with that.
I wonder why.
I don't know why they did away with it, to be honest with you.
Now you got my curiosity on that one.
Tangible taxes? There's no curiosity on that. That's a harsh reality.
I know you gotta pay property taxes every year. You got wheel tax? What kind of a wheel? On vehicles?
Yeah, they have that in some states. Where you're paying a tax every single year on your vehicle, every single year.
Oh yeah, I know that. I understand that. Virginia is that way. You pay taxes every year on it.
Isn't that nice?
Well, see, I pay taxes on my trailer that I pull behind my vehicle.
They don't have any of that in Alabama. That kind of crap doesn't exist. Rhode Island does it in a special way. They make you get an inspection sticker. This way the mechanic gets in on the fun too.
Yeah. Uh-huh. They sure do. I'm highly aware of that.
Not only does the state get you, but they make sure the mechanics stay employed. Ain't that nice?
That's called a road usage tax. Now I know what you're talking about, Ryan.
They say Texas is low in taxes. They ain't seen nothing until they came here to Alabama.
Okay.
You know how much it costs me a year for insurance for my car? About $460 a year.
That's not not bad at all.
No, a year.
What is it? Just liability?
No, I have collision for $1 million. I mean, a liability for $1 million in collision. Personal property, personal injury for $1 million.
In other words, you got the
I got full coverage
ticket?
and then full coverage and higher numbers. I don't have the minimal on it. It's still $463, I think it was last year.
Wow.
Hey, you like that, huh?
That varies from state to state too.
Yeah, it does. And you know, I hate to say this, but a lot of your insurances, your property insurance and your homeowners and your
Fire insurance and all that stuff.
auto insurance, all of that stuff is based on your credit score. My credit score is like 803, hangs around 803 to 808.
Wow. That's
So,
almost perfect.
You know, yeah, the guy down the street, his credit score is closer to 720. Our houses are fairly identical in size. I have a couple more acres of land than he does. He pays $2,800 a year for homeowners insurance with the same that I have. I pay $1,100. And the only difference is our credit scores.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's a harsh reality, man. So if you want to save money in your life, make sure you got a good credit score. Here's a secret how to get a good credit score if you don't have one, though.
I got a credit score.
Well, for any of your listeners that might not have a good credit score, if you have a credit card, send an extra 20 bucks over what the credit card bill is at the end of the month. If you don't pay your bill off, then don't even bother. You know, just whatever you do, don't make a minimum payment. You're better off not paying than making a minimum payment, and that's a fact. Minimum payments hurt your credit more than anything. But if you can pay it off every month, send 20 bucks more than the full bill is, and it freaks the system out.
Really?
Yeah, totally flips it out. And it ends up, it'll jack you up about 50, 60 points, which will save you on your insurances probably, you know, 500 bucks or more.
So, now that I know that, see, this is the first time I ever owned a piece of property before. I'm gonna check now. Well, considering all jokes aside, you almost need property insurance anyways, because you never know what's
going to have insurance on your property.
That's the thing right there.
You live in a state where if you get into a car wreck, they can take your house. They can sue you and get your house. You're not in Florida where, you know, a house is considered under a corporation. You can't do that.
Well, I pay my taxes every year.
Right. Yeah, you should definitely have good insurance on your house, you know, from things outside just the normal insurance.
Right.
You know, like here's another thing. A lot of people don't know that if a business gets vandalized by hoodlums like you saw with Black Lives Matter, they don't get any money back. They're not covered for that.
Wow.
Insurance doesn't cover that. Brand new Harvester, and I still have $183,000 in the bank.
Wow, halfway through all this one already, and I've barely made a dent in this field. Alright, I need to get my other wagon out. Too bad you can't connect two together. I need to find my truck.
I'm on my last field that needs to be plowed.
This truck will work.
Yep. One more field and I'm done plowing.
Where's that other trailer at? Oh, it's attached to a sugarcane harvester. I should be able to get into that, hopefully. And away we go.
Jackie Gleason.
Yep, that's what he normally said. And away we go. To the moon, Alice. Alright, Donnie, I'm glad you could stop in. Have a great one.
What the hell? I was bobcatting for a second here.
I saw that. Oh, let's do it this way. Now, why did he stop? Oh, am I fully fertilized? Yes. That's lime. Do I need lime on that field? No.
I guess the biggest thing I gotta do right now in this game is amass money.
Alright. Almost full.
Nice.
Fixing to put the next wagon bit in there. Pull this wagon out and hook up to the other one. And that looks like about 1/8. Or maybe a fifth. I don't know. Might be a fifth. Alright, Lion, glad you could stop in. I'll probably catch you in the morning. I got a surprise for you.
Ah, shoot. Needs gas, and there's a go clean it too.
Hey, he missed the stock.
You know what? I'm gonna go buy that other piece of land if I can afford it.
Alright. That wagon is full. Let's drop the right thing.
Alright, now I have no clue where I am.
You're on a field.
I was.
What happened?
I don't know. I think I'm gonna buy this one. If I can afford it. I can. Just barely.
boy, oh boy, oh boy. Reheat my coffee a little bit.
There you go.
So how do you like your coffee?
Like you like your men, black and strong.
Oh boy. Wow. Only you.
No, I take cream and sugar.
Oh. That was good, though. It was real good. I'm gonna have to remember that line. I will have to remember that line.
And I don't get viewers. Can you imagine? Can you imagine?
Wow, I timed that perfect. It's just now finishing the emptying out.
What the hey? Right. Alright. Now I own that piece of land too. Which means I think I own everything on this side of the map.
Where are you going? Not
Yes,
that
I
way.
own everything on this side of the map now. Oh, I guess you could consider 4, 3, and 4 this side of the map. Almost every. Oh no, it's on the other side of the river. I own everything in this third of the map.
Oh no, I didn't! Yeah, right. Can you flip it? I flipped my trailer and my truck over on its side, was able to get it back on its feet.
Nice.
Yep, that's a save. That's worth a save.
an opportunity to smoke part of a cigarette. I think I'm gonna take it. So I think that's my 17th piece of land, Charles.
That's good.
Yeah, we're getting there.
I still ain't changed that banner. I need to do that when I get off. Quit this live stream tonight. Change
I
it.
left my banner. Facebook and Twitter can F off. And soon enough, I'm buying a phone that's Google free too. Bye-bye, Google. That's the only way I can answer them, Charles. Don't do business with them, right?
Yeah.
That's the best way to answer them. Don't do business with them. They'll change their mind when their dollars start hurting. Jeffrey, what's going on, bro?
Hi, Jeff.
Enough people have my attitude about the whole thing, they'll stop it. They'll stop it real fast because what they love is dollars. More than anything, they love their dollars. All big companies like that got to do is see a 10% decrease in their bottom line and they change their minds real fast. I keep trying to tell the people they have the power in their hands, but they don't listen. They just keep on keeping on.
Halfway full on the second trailer load.
Nice.
That'll be, once this one's full, I'll have 1 million liters in wood chips.
Nice.
And I'm roughly figuring on probably about 3, maybe 4 million liters off of this field. Probably about 4, about a quarter of the way through this field already. I'm ballparking it at 4 million plus, maybe. .24 volt. Can't see it. Wow. see it through the mirrors. Nope. Got a screen here. Looks like a comfortable chair to sit in. Can't hardly see the action on that. Alright, let's check out this other area over here. Okay, that's fertilized. Ah, corn harvest is coming up. Hello, Germany. How are you doing on this fine day?
Germany G! Watched a bunch of his vids today. He got 4 or 5 thumbs up from me. I missed his live view by about 15 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah, I just missed it.
I was in his stream for almost the whole length of it.
Today?
Yeah.
Wow. So I just missed you too.
He's asking you what is up.
Oh, I don't know, man. Everything's a mess. No, man, everything's good.
Alright, I don't need this for right now.
Canyon, what's up, bro?
I know I need to plow that field. I love Eureka. Now there's certain things about Eureka that got to take into consideration with this map also.
Thank God for that. I like nothing much.
You really don't need a whole lot of mods to play this map, because he's done a lot of modifications to the equipment that's in this. Well, see, this manure spreader here holds 500,000 liters. The
Really?
harvest, yeah, and the harvester holds 500,000 liters. New Holland and the case harvester.
500,000 liters?
Yep, their
That's
capacity's been.
ridiculous.
The map maker increased the capacities on certain things out of the base game mods, and fused it into the map. And fused it into the map. And then he made a special.
500,000 stupid. The game's called Farming Simulator.
Yeah.
You can't. You know how much 500,000 liters is?
A lot.
Yeah, I'd say. Yeah, that's 3 friggin' school buses and a rocket ship.
They designed a special header to go onto the forage harvester, and look, I'm harvesting poplar at 6 miles an hour at 9 meters in width. A 9-meter header for poplar. The sugar cane goes up to 50 meters. Don't let that size of that sugar. There you go now, see? You're missing out on this particular map. Even though he's doing another update to it, it fixes to the map. I don't know if you've seen my layout since on this map, so I'll shoot it up in the air and take you on a little tour. Between fields fields 5 and 6, there was a row of trees that divided the 2 fields. I took them out, and this is where I planted my fruit trees. Let's see. There's a whole list. You got a couple trailers that belly dump trailer. Each section of that belly dump trailer holds 500,000 liters per bin. So when you fill that trailer completely up, you have 1 million liters in that trailer. The Wilson. I planted all these fruit trees in here. I placed a couple vineyards over here. Over in the forest area, I took out 20 trees, and I planted 50 in here. If you notice, they're growing. And then I took over here at the main farm area and the shop area, so I don't have to go far to get my vehicles and so forth that I purchase or lease or whatever. I put the 10 million liter silo, placed it down right beside there, so now I got more than just 10 million liters. And over here along this road, I still got 50 trees to plant, and I started here on the corner of field 12. And I went all the way down and planted all these trees down through here, these saplings. Over 200 trees have been planted. Sugarcane is ready to harvest. Again. Cool. Alright. Get out of landscape mode. Trailer is almost full again. Wow. Alright, it's full.
Yay, almost through with this.
Up. Another. More I gotta gather up. While we're waiting for that to dump. Whoop. Grab this and get it over by this potato field. Alright. Oh, they're in bloom. Starting to form potatoes. Cool. Taters!
Taters!
Alright, we need to find the plow. Close. Cool. Alright, drop that off for a minute. I got some equipment to clean, repair, and put away.
Oops, I forgot to borrow money, damn it. I knew I was forgetting something.
What's that?
Borrowing money.
Oh.
I just passed midnight, and I have a lot in my silo, so I'm not afraid to borrow a little bit right now.
Alright, being plowed. Let's fly over here. Take a look at this. Oh, well, we need to go to the silo first. Every truck but the right one.
It's like I got a full tanker here. Full-size tanker. How many liters do you think it holds of water?
60,000.
40. That'll tell you how ridiculous 500,000 liters is. Kind of defeats the purpose of Farming Simulator.
Alright. Let's check in on this one here. See where we're at. We're getting there. Alright. Okay. Drop this off. Grab my cultivator.
No, it's not. That's what I want.
Alright. Just clean it up a little bit. It's going out to the field anyways.
It's square, does it? Yes, it is. Alright, let's see here.
Alright. Got a couple fields to turn. Cultivate here before planting. Fields 2 and 3. I gotta check my animals in the process here. See where I'm at on them. Cows and chickens. Start over here.
Buy some lights before I buy any more of them. Damn, the lights are far away. Did I already go buy them? Nope. Here they are. Why the hell am I way up there?
that is getting cultivated. There was barley in this field. Let's see what we want to plant.
That's the right way to go.
Let's take a look at my silo. See what I got the least of. I'm gonna plant, I should plant some wheat and oats again. Alright. Field 2 will be wheat and field 3 will be oats. Mental note. Remember that, Charles.
Alright.
Looks like I'm gonna have to go around the edge of this field too. I don't know why they missed a couple stalks here and there. But that's alright. We will get them. There it is. Halfway.
See. Capital gains.
Alright, see where we're at over here.
Alicia! What's up? Why you doing? Yeah, I'm up. Actually, you're catching me right at the end of my stream. But that's okay. I'm gonna
Hi,
smoke a
Alicia.
cigarette before I take off anyhow.
I got about 10 minutes left.
Yeah, I gotta wait for Charles. Just want to say, if Civil War breaks out, I'm glad I'm on the side with all the beer and guns.
Oh, Lordy.
I think there's a very low percentage chance of that. There's always a percentage chance, but I think it's very low. Sorry, the beer and the guns.
I have to remember that. Beer and guns. Nothing like coming in blazing.
Yeah, they're definitely not making people happy, but they feel like they're getting away with it. So, I mean, you know, whatever. I just don't want to be a part of it, Alicia, really, because I think whatever happens, it ain't going to be good. You know, I feel like they're bullying people around a little too much, and I don't think they realize fully how angry the people are getting. In other words, it's kind of like it's almost sad, you know, like they don't see where this is heading. But the other side of that is, shit, if 10% of the people got off Facebook, then Facebook would change their attitude, right? Yet they don't do it. So maybe they just feel like people won't fight back because they haven't yet. Which is, you know, another strong possibility. Yeah, I wouldn't shed a tear either. And I don't know, Alicia, I really don't know. I mean, if this was 50 years ago, I would say there's a 100% chance of that happening. You know, of serious consequences to all of this, but this day and age, I don't know, Alicia. I really don't know. I mean, I'm a little confused by all of this. See, I grew up in a different generation, man. You know, and I'm perplexed by all of it, to be honest with you, because it would have never went this far when me and Charles were kids. Right, Charles?
Somewhat like that.
I don't think it would have ever got this far. I don't think. Well, we didn't have the electronics, you know, for the voting tabulation anyhow, so it couldn't get this far. Yeah, I'm perplexed by all of it, Alicia. I don't know what's going to happen. I really don't know. I do know that the outlook isn't bright, and that's about as much as I know.
Alright, let's move on. Wow, that is being done. Back up over here.
When I was 20 years old, if a lot of stuff that flies today wouldn't have flew. So, it's not good, Alicia. It's actually really, it is terrible. And inevitably, when you create tribal situations and everybody's not playing by the same set of rules, and everybody has their own rules, that's what leads to war. You know, and it's been quoted many times that any nation divided against itself can't stand, you know, which is another aspect of all of that. I would tend to think that I don't know what's gonna happen, Alicia. I don't know. I mean, the possibility of nuclear war increased dramatically in the last couple of years. I mean, dramatically. I mean, for my whole life, I never thought it was gonna happen, and now I'm thinking it's gonna happen. You know,
let's all pray that it doesn't.
That's just one part of it. Yeah, but I mean, what's the odds now, Charles?
Let's just say 50-50.
Yeah, that's pretty bad, 50-50. I mean, 10 years ago, I would have thought, you know, very slim. Very slim. Yeah, Alicia, I promise you, every day right now, there's a 50-50 chance it could happen. The whole there's too much turmoil. It's too insane. There's too much going on. I'm worried about it. Yeah. A lot of people don't care, Alicia. See, that's our situation as what's called the serfs. S-E-R-F-S. As the serfs, we got a point where no one really wins. If you're a nut job and you want the population down to 500 million, they feel like they win. This is the reason why I feel like, you know, it's 50-50, you know? And that's not even the worst case scenario. I mean, that's not even the worst
You're
case
right,
scenario.
G. You are right on that part.
What'd he say?
He says World War III will be nukes, and World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones.
Yeah, just what Albert Einstein said. I don't think so, though. I think World War IV will be fought on horseback with swords. Not quite sticks and stones, but pretty close.
Close.
Pretty close. But I think World War III will end on horseback with swords, to be honest with you. Yeah, I'm terrified of what's coming. I mean, I've talked to all my friends about it, and we pretty much decided to just sit back and watch. There's nothing else we can do, Alicia. You know, there's just nothing we can do. The court system's corrupt, the military's corrupt, Congress is corrupt, the police department's corrupt. Where do you go? And I wish this was just a systemic problem in the United States, but clearly it is not. I mean, seriously, Alicia, if you can't turn to your court, and you can't turn to your military, what's left? You still there, Alicia? Might have scared the poor girl away.
Oh, lordy.
me save just in case something so craziness happens here.
Good idea.
It does not say in the Declaration of Independence that if our government gets it right,
yep, it's waiting on me.
That it's the people's duty to throw them out. Oh, yeah, I agree. You know, Thomas Jefferson said that we should have a revolution every other generation, basically. You know, and though that's a little extreme, the revolution in the United States should have been overthrown when the hippies started. The hippies should have been quelled, you know, and it didn't happen. And then in the 80s, it definitely should have happened again, you know, but Ronnie Reagan came in and made the people feel safe, or else it would have happened. Because people were pretty fed up at that point with Carter and Nixon. Ford was a little bit of a bright spot in between there for the people. But the people really got behind Ronnie Reagan, you know, and his trickle-down theory, which we can see by now with these CEOs making so much money, that wasn't really a good plan. You know, but he said what he did. He said that he bought us 20 years without nuclear war. And he did. But unfortunately, we're 40 years out and it's not looking good today. You know, it really isn't. As a matter of fact, Ronald Reagan bought us 20 years almost to the year because, you know, 2001 happened.
Come on, line it up. There we go.
Well, it's a lot like, we've seen this before in history many times, but the most prime example would be the Romans, because a lot of people know a little bit about Roman history. You know, and at the time, the Republic of Rome was a lot like the Republic of the United States, and it worked for the people. But at the end, it was just all the congressmen and senators that worked for the people were just skimming for themselves off the top. And unfortunately, we're right back at it again, and it's right about the right time. I mean, every republic lasts about 250 years. And we've been at it for 240 years. So, I mean, we're right at the end of a normal lifetime of a republic. You know, we went through what would be called the age of decadence. That's the baby boomers. They lived through the entire age of decadence. And now we're coming into an age of the last stage, which is called consequence. You know, we're going to pay the consequences of the decadence, where they lived off the state so long, you know. And when I say lived off the state, you can clearly see that today, like at the end of Rome, with the welfare and the Medicaid and Medicare and Social Security and, you know, all this other stuff. That's living off the state. I mean, you probably saw a commercial today where, you know, they told people, well, you earned the right for this free stuff to come to your door because you're 70 years old now. Well, how did they earn the right for free stuff to come to their door? You know, how are they entitled to that? And that's the word they use, entitled. You know, what? Because you're breathing, you're entitled? You know what? It's not going to be the entire continent. It's going to be the entire world. It's pretty clear that it's going to be the entire world this time. And it's almost every single time it's the same. Like fiat currency has a lifespan. Almost every single time it's the same. You can tell we're at the end because people are looking for the greatness they once had. They're looking for it in their chefs. You know, you see like the top chefs like Gordon Ramsay and Bobby Flay and everybody else on TV. They're looking for it in their magazines and in their movies and in their sports and in these other things, and they can't replace the greatness that came from, you know, honor, integrity, and morals with the best chef or the best magazine. So this is like the last oomph of they were once great, but they're not great anymore. You can see that it's coming. It's clear that it's coming. And I really feel like I really feel like the most amount of horror for the 20-year-olds because they don't see it, or the 20 to 30, because they don't see it at all. It's going to be flat out apocalypse, Alicia. It's just going to be flat out. It's going to get bad. Then it'll get a little bit better for a very short time, maybe 6 months, and then it's going to go extremely bad. And that period should last, I would say probably, in a normal amount of lifespan of that, probably about 7 years. You looked at a population growth. If you look at a population growth on maps, you know, throughout history, you'll see that it's pretty much flat. And then since Christ, it's pretty much flat. And then at the bubonic plague, you see like a little bit of a dip because about a third of the world's population dropped off. So you can see a little bit of a dip right there. Then it flattens right back out again. And then about 1890, it started curving. 1870, it started curving. And by 1920, the curve was predominant. And by 1950, it's just been straight up. You know, and this is a population graph. And that population graph has to get back down to flat. You know, to where it normally rides at. You know, and it's going to be horrific, Alicia. I would suspect that the first year of the bad hitting, you can almost check off 2 billion people off the planet the first year. 2 billion. We lost 60 million in World War II. So if you want an idea of how many 2 billion is. And that was over 5 years. It's going to be horrific. It's going to be absolutely horrific, but you have to understand, it's also, for the most part, completely normal. We'll never get a republic back. It took, do you know, Rome had 1 million people, over 1 million people in their city. When Rome collapsed, there was no longer any city in the world that had 1 million people in it. Do you know the next city that had 1 million people in it, Alicia? I'll just tell you because it'll take a while for you to answer. It was New York City. Was the very next city to have 1 million people in it. That's almost 2,000 years it took to come back to another republic. If you want an idea of how long it'll take to recover. If you want an idea. I'm not laughing in joy. I'm laughing because it's a better reaction. It's a healthier reaction. When there's nothing you can do about something, then you're better off just laughing at it. Yeah, that's a fact, Alicia. You can look it up. The very next city to have 1 million people was New York City. That's a long haul in between. Now, I'll grant you, London came close a couple times first, but they never did quite make it.
Oh, he got caught up on a tree.
If you want to see the most recent history of what's happening in the United States, you can look at France at the end of Louis XVI's reign, when they chopped off him and Marie Antoinette's head. That's about what's coming it's going to be worldwide. That's about what's coming worldwide very soon. And you say, well, how do you know it's worldwide? When George Floyd died in the United States, to a cop that should have never been a cop in the first place, honestly. Not just the United States rioted about that, but why did England, Spain, and France riot about it? What do they got to do with the American Police Department? To be honest, if a space rock creamed us all, that'd be totally natural. Well, yeah, it would be, wouldn't it? Yeah, it would be. There's no arguing that. There's no arguing. Why that doesn't happen more often is shocking to me, to be honest with you. I mean, we're only traveling at 60,000 miles, and the Earth's spinning at 1,000 miles an hour. You know, I mean, we're constantly expanding. The universe, according to space, is expanding, and it's expanding out, and where the Earth is pushing away from wherever it started from at the rate of about 60,000 miles an hour. It's complicated, Alicia, but it's predictable. All the signs are on the wall. Rome ended the same way we're ending. And unfortunately, it's pretty much exactly the way Abraham Lincoln said it would end. He said that no army in the world would ever be able to drink from the Ohio River. What would have to happen is that we would have to be conquered from within. And that's exactly what's happening.
All right, Germany, have a good day. Or a good night, as in our case.
But like I said, Alicia, people between the ages of really between 20 and 30, 20 and 35, they don't see this coming at all. At all. At all. They're completely blind to it. Where my generation and Charles, who happens, I'm in Generation X, and Charles happens to be in the baby boomer generation, both of us see that the progression is not a good thing that's happening right now. We've seen dramatic change in our lifetimes. Dramatic change. Like when...
Huh? What the heck happened here? Well, I'm gonna sign off here, and glad everybody could drop in and everything. And I'm gonna say it once again. Auf Wiedersehen.